Dear students, welcome to the class of Biol 105 General Zoology. Today I am going to discuss with you the course plan for online learning because this time we are facing an unusual situation, and in that situation we have to decide to only allow half number of students to come. I don't say exactly half, but approximately, by allowing odd number of students for 2 weeks and then even number uh, students who are having odd roll number in 2 weeks, and then allowing the students who are having even roll numbers in next time. So this week or approximately half students will be attending next week so that we can practice what we call social distancing. And this is the very first thing that you should observe, that always in the class when you enter you should be wearing a mask, and then mask should be covering your nose. This is very important to protect you and others from the COVID-19 that you already have an idea. I hope much of the idea you already have. Second thing, that you are expected to practice social distancing all the time. This is very important for all of us, for our safety, for our health. Now I think we should in that situation, because we are not, all students are not coming at the same time, we cannot take the class like normal. So what we have decided, that what FCC administration have decided, that we are going for a blended mode of learning. That includes teaching on-campus students who are attending, then teaching the other students who are not attending that time by either asynchronous or synchronous mode. Now, asynchronous means that I'm taking the class, but I'm not asking the students to come on the same time and attend the same class online. Synchronous means that when I'm giving a lecture, I'm talking about to you in an on-campus class, at that time I'm recording that, or maybe I can record another class later for them and share that information with them, that recorded lecture with them. So asynchronous means that I think sorry, let me correct myself. Synchronous means that offline, the on-campus and online class are going at the same time. So actually I am recording my class and sharing that with the students who are at home. And also I am recording that for those students who have connectivity issues. Asynchronous means that I already have recorded a lecture. I'm sharing it with everyone. And I'm also taking an on-campus class. So we will be switching between asynchronous and synchronous mode during this class. Today is asynchronous, means that I'm recording this lecture, but I'll go on the campus and I'll take my lecture tomorrow with those students who are attending at that day according to university policy. And you people who are hearing this, listening to this lecture, are actually attending from home, not at the same time, because this is a video which is uploaded for you on YouTube, and you can attend it, or you can simply listen to it at any hour and watch it at any time on your convenience. So I hope this will be an easy task for you, all of you, most of you, because you are quite well aware with that technology already. So I hope majority of you. If you do not understand that, we will talk about it and we will do discussion sessions as well. And whenever you are next, after 2 weeks, you are coming to the classes, we can talk about it. Or maybe you can talk to me on WhatsApp. I'll give you my number, and maybe you can email me at any time. So let's talk about the course plan. So this course is general zoology. Zoology means zoo, animals, logy, study. So this is study of animals. We're going to talk about animals in various aspects. We'll try that we talk about them, we discuss about them, to explore their characteristics, explore the features, and also look at the applications of this knowledge in real life. what we are doing, we are talking about knowledge base, and we are also going for its applications. Its course code is Biol 105. We are having two sections. Many things will be, actually what happens that the whole course plan is same for both the sections definitely. And if we talk about exams and quizzes, a few things will have to be the same. Maybe the final exam, I'm not sure in this mode this will be possible or not, but otherwise we used to take a single exam for both sections. But I'm not sure that this time I'll be able to do that or not, because we have to practice social distancing. After 4 months, like at the end of the semester, what will happen? I'm not sure. So let's see what happens. We'll have to decide later. But both sections will be studying actually the same material. Now its credits are 4, that is 3 plus 1. 3 plus 1 means that 3 credits for the theory course and 1 credit for the lab course. My name, I'm Dr. Sabha. I think you already know my name because when you have registered for the course, you must have seen the name. So I'm Dr. Sabha. I reside in room number 117 in S block, the Ramacost building. And my office hours, which are on campus, are on Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, 10 to 11. Or maybe in break time you can come, you can talk to me if there is a need. Then I also have, because there is a problem in meeting people, we have to practice social distancing, so this is preferable that we talk virtually. So I have virtual office hours on all days from 9 to 5. You can send me a message on WhatsApp, Moodle, email. You can also leave a message on Moodle. You can email me at any time. Particularly those students who have a limited access to internet, they can also call. Like if they are not having good connectivity for WhatsApp, Moodle or email, they can call if they are interested. If they want to ask something, they can. Then the course introduction or course overview. Important thing is this, that this course is only for the students who have studied biology in higher secondary school or A level or equivalent. Now what happened that if you have not studied biology in higher secondary school or A level, please do not study this course, because this is particularly for those who have studied that. Why? Because what happened that when we are teaching this course, we expect that you know the biology of higher secondary school level or A level. So if you do not do that, then what will happen? You will have to put some extra efforts to cover up with the course. So I suggest you, it's preferable that you do not take that course right now if you have not studied. Then what this course do have? What are the contents? This course emphasizes on classification, structure, and function of all major animal groups, including protozoa, porifera, metazoa, which are invertebrates and vertebrates, the chordates. Then we will also talk about the ecological aspects. That evolutionary concepts will also be discussed. We will also talk about characteristics of various animal groups, the functionality, how they function, the major functions we will talk about. We will also talk about the economic importance, the real life applications of animal groups. So this will also be a part, that how these animals are economically important from an economic point of view, and what are the real life applications of these animal groups. So this will be the overview. Now what are the course objectives? You can read these here by yourself. I'll give you this activity. This will be your activity after this session that I am taking online. So objectives of this course are to introduce students with structure and function of major animal groups. So major animal groups we are going to talk about, and we'll talk about their structure and their functions. That introduction should be, you should learn these things. Objectives mean that this is my understanding that students should learn this. Now to educate students about ecological interactions and evolutionary relationships in major animal groups. So what I expect you to get educated about is ecological interactions among animals, that how in a particular ecosystem animals are living in interaction with each other, and what are the evolutionary relationships, how they are related to each other in perspective of the evolution, um, how they are related, how they are not related. We'll talk about these characteristics. To introduce students about interactions of various life forms with their environment and their impact upon environment and vice versa. Then what I want you to learn that what are the interactions of various life forms with their environment, particularly animals, of course. We'll concentrate on animals, but what happens that animals are also living in an environment. So they are living, for example, in interaction with the plants, the abiotic factors. So how these life forms are interacting with their environment, which could be biotic, that is the other forms of life, or maybe abiotic, which are not the non-living things. And what's their impact upon the environment? If animals are living in an environment, what will be the impact upon the environment? And what will be the impact of vice versa? Vice versa means what is the impact of environment upon animals? We'll talk about both of these. Then to involve students in studying and analyzing various animal groups on campus. As we know that this FCC campus, the lush green campus, is pretty rich in biodiversity, and writing reports on their observations and what are the ethical concerns in animal studies. So I am going to ask you to just move around the campus and watch, observe how different animals are living there and they're behaving in which way, and you'll write reports on that, and of course those reports will be graded and will be part of your lab course. Then what are the ethical concerns in animal studies? We have to study animals for various works, like for research or other things we have to study animals, but what are the rights of those animals that we are using in those studies? Very important. We'll talk about this in various capacities. Then to involve students in group studies in the museum and of the department and working on various aspects to prepare group reports. Now this will also be part of the lab. We have a good museum at FCC, the department of now it's School of Life Sciences. It was the Department of Biological Sciences. Now we call it School of Life Sciences. So we do have a good museum with the animal and plant life and fungal life records. So I'll ask the student groups to observe the museum and then make a few reports on that. And those reports will be graded and will be the part of the lab. Now the learning outcomes. Now learning outcomes means that how my objectives will be fulfilled by your evaluation. So learning outcomes after successful completion of the course, I expect my students will be able to explain and synthesize on the concepts learned in the course. All of these. Analyze critically the role and interactions of animals and their environments. Explain and analyze ideas of animal studies and ethical and technical concerns involved. Work cooperatively in groups to conduct animal studies and museum studies. Explain and analyze utilization of museums and associated studies in life sciences. So what happens that in learning outcomes, I'm checking that what I wanted you to learn. Did you learn it? And can you express that? These things will be tested in your exams, in your quizzes, in your assignments, and of course we'll grade. Now about the books or the literature which is recommended. The books recommended, the main book, or I say your textbook, will be Hickman's Integrated Principles of Zoology. That most recent edition I'll share with you, that I do have. I'll share the soft copy with you, and we will also take some material from Campbell's Essential Biology. We are preferably using 16th edition. Then here is the address of the course blog. Many things will be posted on course blog for ease, because Moodle is we are using Moodle as the main source. But what will happen? It's comparatively heavier. So sometimes I will share something on course blog. There is a course YouTube channel to share all the videos that will be just like this one, which is recorded for you, will be shared here on this channel. So you can subscribe to this channel. Thank you very much for this part, and next part we are starting in some time.